Let's face it, life isn't easy. If you're stuck in a bad relationship, betrayed or afraid of tomorrow, financially insecure, or desperate for a breakthrough, you've come to the right place. Dr. Carmen Harra is a renowned psychologist, intuitive, relationship expert, and best-selling author, and she's here to give you the miracle guidance you need. Her new call-in show, Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life, offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions, all for you. Dr. Harra's show aims to eliminate everyday problems, big and small, with topics like healing your relationships, reclaiming your power, achieving better health, dealing with loss, and so much more. Regain the joy, stability, and fulfillment you deserve to feel. Tune in to Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life with host Dr. Carmen Harra, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and find the answers you've been looking for.
Good evening, everybody. So excited to be with you every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio. I'm Dr. Carmen Harra. And every Tuesday is a different topic. But now I said, okay, let's talk about how to have healthy relationship during the holiday season. Because the holidays can be tough and can be usually tough in relationships. It can add some of the chaos that you already have in your busy schedule and make you feel more emotional than usual. And many of us take our stress out on our partners, resulting in many arguments and even a lot of breakups during the holiday season. So this time of the year can induce feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and especially for someone who just has gone through a recent divorce or the loss of someone. So for those who are single, the holiday season is just a reminder that, okay, you are in a painful reality. You don't have a partner to celebrate with. So no matter what situation you are in, I want you to consider yourself in the right place listening to this radio show, because I would love to share some advice to reduce the conflict, to raise compassion, to cultivate awareness in your relationship. Because you know how much I appreciate being in healthy relationship, and that's so important for all of you. And in case you want to call, this is a calling show, 202-570-7057, and my wonderful producer Christopher will connect you with me. But as I said, the holiday season is not an easy time. And for some people, it's a very sensitive time around the family member, because like an old trauma resurfaces around the holidays. This is the time of a year that, as I said, can induce different feelings. And no matter how you feel, it's good to be aware of it. And it's good to know how to raise the compassion and how to build awareness in the relationship with everybody in your life, especially with your significant other, so that this season goes smoothly and peacefully. So before we begin, let's evaluate how the holiday affect our relationship in general, because the biggest problem is that external influences are more likely to sweep into our relationship during this time of the year. And when I said external influences, I refer of all the people around you that you know that you already had and you already caused some situation or some dramas, you know. You may have problems, let's say, with your mother or with your mother-in-law or with your sister arguing with your spouse because your mother-in-law is pressuring you. So I'm just telling you, this gets so convoluted and so complicated. So whether we realize it or not, even friends or co-workers can play a big role in our dynamic with others. So this time of the year, it's about celebration, it's about family, it's about giving, it's about receiving. And yet, the energy of all these people creeps into our relationship. And it happens many times without even realize, without us having that awareness. So the big thing to do and the most important thing to do is be mindful of all these influences and keep relationships separated from the influences. That's why I always say one of the rule of thumb, if you want to be happy in your life, is try to stay away from the outsider, the people outside your family who will interfere, who will interfere, who will cause discord between you, your partner. So you know how to cut off your mother because her advice is causing you stress. You need to know how to cut off all these toxic people that tell you that you must and you have to do and you. So all these people, you have to set boundaries of them if you really want to have holidays. But this is always something that comes through every time of the year, every day of the year. You may say things like, "I appreciate your concern, but you know, let's keep things separate. Let me be private about whatever I'm doing in my own life." So, as I said, don't let people interfere too much in your private life. You know, you can also compromise with the people affecting your relationship, as well as others, you know, who interfere, like I said. But stand up firmly, but politely against people who are negatively impacting your life. It's very common. It happens all the time. We don't know why we always upset or angry because of others, you know, and the key is to show them love and compassion in spite of everything, but don't tolerate the unnecessary impressions and interference of their life into your life. So if your sister brings up your mother, simply tell her not to have any discussion. So then tell your mother you rather not pull into that conflict. So at the end of the day, there is only so much you can do to control the action of other people. But you can rest assured that you've done to keep your drama and your karma clean for the holiday. You have to put much effort to, and after this, you don't have to put too much effort to repair the relationship with love and patience. So, what I'm trying to say is that this is the time of the year when people unfortunately break up more than ever. This is the time of the year, you know, when conflicts happen, when it shouldn't be this way. But handle it correctly. External influences don't need to create problem between you and the love of your life this time of the year. So I'm going to take your calls because I know I have already a lot of people calling in, and I'm very grateful for that. So let's see who I have. I have Lani, Julia, Cornelia, Pauline, my lovely Pauline from New York. I haven't heard from her in a long time. I'll be with you in a second, but I just want to on how to improve a relationship during the holiday season, how to make things better, easier, more normal, keep relationship healthy. And one of the first things that I think everybody should do during holidays is put their pride aside, because pride is the number one cause of grief in relationship, and that's because our ego, the generator of our pride, makes us stubbornly hold on to the notion that we or only we can be right. So when your pride is to the roof, then you will never accept anybody's opinion. And pride comes between couples. Pride comes in families in an ugly way. You put your pride first. You put your ego first. And it can devastate even the closest bond because it causes us to lose the sense of unity and only look out for ourselves. So when you put yourself first, you completely disconsider the opinion of your partner. So many of the people I work through years, they say that they haven't spoken to their family members in years. They just telling me, "Oh, my mother, I haven't heard from her in 4 or 5 years or 10 years, sometimes 20 years." I said, "Wow." When she asks them why, you know, when somebody's asking them why, the receiver is the factor is only me, the pride showing its ugly hat, pride making us do foolish things that we regret. But it should never cause us to push away someone we care about. So in relationship, it's easy to find reason not to get along after all. So every person has completely different strengths and weaknesses, but by letting our pride, finding common ground and having a sense of humor about conflict ideas and preferences, you can still remain close. So don't be so proud that you allow a matter to become a karmic grid between you and others you love. So this would be the first advice that I have. Then, you know what I want you guys? I want you to control your emotion. One of the things that is so significant in life, don't let yourself be dominated by emotion. This is supposed to be the happiest time of the year, but most of us tell me that they feel down, they feel more depressed during the holiday season. And the reason for this is because the holiday carry a very high standard that we're expected to live up by, to live up to. So the truth is that not many people have a perfect big family. Not many people have the money to buy the gifts for everybody. Not even a desire to decorate the whole house. So many people have lost their loved one. And many people have passed through a lot of unfortunate circumstances. And they experience the nostalgia when the holiday season comes. That's what I said. This is a season that induce anxiety, induce feelings of loneliness. So, because you remember how great holidays were. I remember how wonderful holidays were when my parents were alive, when my husband was alive. So, it's something that you remember, and it's in your heart, and it brings those memories back. And there's always a nostalgia and sometimes pain associated with those memories. But one of the secrets to improve your relationship during this time of year is to allow your emotion to come and go. And this is a truth that every one of you should consider. Don't let emotion get stuck. Let them be like visitors. You know, they come, emotions, negative emotion, like sadness, nostalgia, regrets. Let them come and invite them out. So don't let be part of your daily mood. The brain starts to produce neurons to adapt to an emotion. So that's the explanation that you get stuck. You can be stuck in anger. You can be stuck in sadness. You can be stuck in hate. And you can be stuck in many negative emotions because the brain produces neurons to adapt to the way you feel. That's why you can't feel too bad for too long, because that's when a clinical depression will become obvious. So let feelings come and then reflect on them. And if they're negative in nature, allow them to live without holding into them. Don't hold on negative feelings. Let yourself feel excitement, shift, how should I say, twist your emotion, replace them from negative to positive, even at the smallest things. You know, have reasons, you know, for you to celebrate, to feel happy in every moment. Another advice that I have, and then I'm going to go and take your calls, is watch the stress, because the holidays are very stressful, because they add to your busy life. Your life is already busy, crazy, and stress is in abundance, and unfortunately many people and many couples take that stress out on their partners. So you stress out, you don't know how to cope with too much you have to do. You have to buy decoration, you have to prepare the Christmas in itself, everything, the dinner. So find healthy ways to reduce the stress that this holiday season and every holiday season will bring to you. And don't blame your partner for unnecessary things. It's not his fault for all kinds of small mistakes. No matter how difficult this time becomes, you have to always remember that stress causes serious harm to your body and to your mind. The stress hormone, the cortisol, when it goes too up in levels, that's why we always like to check the cortisol level, the stress hormone, to see why the adrenaline don't function, why we always have this panic disorder. Because the effect of stress is on the digestive problem, on mental imbalances, on autoimmune disorder. A lot of autoimmune disorder are just the results of overwhelming stress. So you must remove all these unnecessary complications and introduce peace into your life for your own well-being. These are simple but powerful exercises that I'm giving you that will bring the inner harmony into your anxious and overwhelming state of mind. So if you perform this any time of the year, but especially during the holidays, you will have a different take on and your reaction to life overall. So I want you, all of you listening, to close your eyes, take a deep breath for a few minutes, and retreat to a safe place in your mind, like a pleasant memory. When you close your eyes, you see yourself somewhere where things were at home, when things were beautiful, and visualize something that makes you relax. And try to diffuse the tension that exists around you. Remember not to binge drink because you can quickly lose control. And treat yourself to something special on the holidays. So do all of these things, to visualize, to practice affirmation that have a calming effect. Tell yourself, today I'm calm. Tell yourself, I'm at peace. I'm in control. So that your brain can think of eliminating the stressful elements. So I can go on and on and on and on about tips of how to control this holiday and every situation into your life. But I want to take your calls, and probably then I'm going to continue with the tips. And I'm going to go first. I think the first caller was Leilani. Hi, Leilani.
Hi, Carmen.
Hi, beautiful Leilani. Which part of the universe are you right now?
I'm currently in Boulder, Colorado, in a snowstorm.
Still there, okay.
And I leave on Sunday for Mexico.
Oh, okay. Why?
I'm going to a healing retreat with Dr. Joe Dispenza that was gifted to me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Synchronistically, it was gifted to me. So I'm going, Dr. Joe Dispenza?
Oh, I know him. He's my colleague from Hay House. Yeah, I know him. He's genius. He's brilliant. He's a wonderful man. And a great psychologist.
10 years ago, and it's finally happening. So I'm grateful.
How long it takes, the retreat?
And your topic tonight, the holidays are really hard for me. I was alone on Thanksgiving, and
right. You see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So many people out there, for them the holidays is painful. It's just a reminder. Hey, I can't celebrate. I don't have that person to celebrate. But reality is that your life is a celebration, and the fact that you have your health, and you have you to celebrate you, everything can be wonderful. It all depends how you look at life.
Yeah, and I wasn't depressed. I just, made soup and was with myself. But I don't want to be with my family because there's too much chaos and conflict.
Right.
And also I was working. I'm taking care of 2 dogs. So it's a good time to work for the holidays.
How long are you going to be with Joe Dispenza? How long that's going to take, the retreat?
7 days.
Wonderful.
Cancun, Mexico.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then I think I'm going to go travel a little bit, maybe to Tulum. I found an Airbnb cheap and just check out the area. I've never really been to Mexico, only Tijuana.
I've been briefly there. I don't know the area myself either. I've been 1 or 2 days there, only once, and that was a long time ago. Haven't been there for a while. I know it's a beautiful area. So just let me know how we go. So when you go there, take some pictures, send them to me. I'm curious to see. Or even at the retreat, I'm just, let me know how that goes, because I know those retreats are very successful with Joe. So, and you learn a lot, and it's just for your own evolution. I'm so proud of you that you able to be
thank you.
part of something like this. And I know he has a lot of people are coming to his retreat.
Yes, I think there'll be 1,500 people.
Wow.
So Carmen, back to this Bruno guy. I think he's in Mexico now. He had to leave the country. He's just, I don't hear from him except for texting. He's not calling me. I don't know if I should just let go of him, or last time you said that he really cares about me.
Well, if he does care about you, time will prove that, and his actions are important. So let's see. I will not cut him off. I will continue I will give him the chance to express the caring. I will even mention the fact that I'm looking forward to him expressing emotions and being in touch with you. So let him be. Don't try to eliminate him from your life. That would be a mistake.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Let him exist. Let's see what he's gonna do. If his feelings are authentic, if he's genuine. What?
He's not very deep. I'm a very deep person.
Well, let's not judge him. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay.
Can you tell what's going on with him? Is he still just
I do think there's something in his heart. I do believe he has feelings. I do think he's authentic. So it's just a matter of time for him to be able to reveal something towards you, and invite him to spending time together. Find a way. There has to be a way for you guys to see each other, to be able to connect. You have to be able to connect, and in order to create that connection, you have to see him in person. And I do believe that's possible.
Do you think he still likes me? Do you think he's still interested?
Yes. When somebody's interested, those feelings of being interested are not just going away. No, they're not. So this is a reality. He does like you, and he does have feelings. And that should be something to have in your heart and to hold on to this understanding of the situation. So in this way you can continue to connect and don't let him go. Continue the communication. And as I said, try to create that moment of seeing each other. That would be very relevant, very powerful.
But the thing is, Carmen, I'm kind of mad at him. He left so suddenly without really saying goodbye or telling me what was going on with the government. He got this letter in the mail that said...
Well, probably he had reason that he couldn't tell you more. I feel like that's what's going on here. Don't take it personal.
Really?
Yeah, don't take it personal. Because if there's something he cannot share with you, that is, there is a motivation. I feel there is a real reason behind all of this. If you give him a chance to explain, he will explain. So I am supporting, for you to continue to be positive and to continue to engage in a communication. Okay, my lovely Leilani. So keep me updated.
Thank you.
Okay, beautiful. I'm going to go soon to Julia, but first, and then to Cornelia, then to Pauline. But guys, I'm going to take a short break, so don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a minute.
The best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM-FM.
OMTimes magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organisation, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Connect at omtimes.com. OMTimes, creating a more conscious lifestyle.
My name is Victor Furman. Some call me the Voice. I've always been fascinated with human nature, spirituality, science, and the crossroads at which they meet. Join me Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio, and we'll explore these topics and so much more on Destination Unlimited.
You came across someone struggling with hunger. How would you recognize them? Would you notice an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for summer break
because she may not be having lunch again until September?
Or a war veteran who's having a hard time
landing a job and getting back on his feet?
I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
And I'm back, so excited to be with you. And as you know very well, this is a calling show, so I'm taking your calls. And I'm going to go to my beautiful Julia all the way down in Europe, in Romania. Hi, my Julia. How are you, my love? Can you hear me? Julia, are you still there? Well, I think it's 1:30 or 2 a.m. over there, so I hope she's still awake. So, Julia, if you can hear me, I'm here for you, my love. Are you listening to me? Julia? Okay, let's go to Cornelia. Hi, Cornelia. How is Canada, my love?
Hello, Carmen. Very happy to hear you.
Me too, my angel. How is everything, Cornelia?
First of all, I want to thank you, and I want to tell you that my son dream come true. What you were telling me in May, that he's going to obtain around September, November, exactly happened like that. And he's having his work right now, whatever he wanted to, and he's being happy. That's the first thing what I wanted to tell you. And second, if may I ask something?
Sure, please.
Carmen, so I know your advice in June, July, it was to me to do walk out from my workplace, but I really couldn't tolerate anymore. Now, I'm sensitive, that's my problem. That's my problem. Okay. I know it's my karma, that always something have to happen. And last week, I walked out from my job, and I don't know what's going to happen from now on.
So you decided that for your own well-being, you don't want to be in that place? That was way too stressful? That can happen.
It was too much.
Fine.
Every day, I try to tolerate. And then it become worse. Because I don't even want to enter the whole polemica because it would be too much. It just trust me that I just can't tolerate it anymore.
Right. So that's fine. When you make a decision like this, be in alignment with your decision, honor that decision, consider you did the best thing for you, and don't look back. Don't regret it. Don't consider it's a chapter that is closed. Because what happens in life, if we make a move like this and we're not very happy, and we have feelings of anxiety about what we did, then you create a self-sabotage, a self-blockage. And you tend to block yourself for the next experience. So I want you to be in agreement with what you did, that it was the best decision for you. And then there's something else better, which it is. But I don't think it's right away. I think it's somewhere in February. There's a new opportunity coming to you. So embrace the new chance of a new job that I think is closer to home. It's in a place that is more private in a way, less stressful, working with different people. So you'll feel it's almost like the energy is much better. When you work in a place, you have to have a specific energy that is in alignment with yours, and then you feel at home. At work, you have to feel great. You have to feel at your best capacity. And I think in this new place, you'll probably feel better than before. What's the month and the day of your birth? I want to see which year you're in.
18 July 1971.
July 18. No, I only need the year and the day. So July 18th, no?
Yes.
Okay. You've been actually in a good, I do believe that the major change for you happens way before your birthday, because you're in the karmic year 4, which brings you a chance of a new opportunity, like opening a door to almost like a new career in a way that brings you more stability and even better finance. So you will benefit not only because you work in a more healthy environment, but you also will generate more income, and the job in itself will be less stressful. So it sounds too good to be true, but that's exactly what you're going to achieve in this new place. So don't look back, close completely the door of what happened in the past and step into the new beginning. So that's what I want you to consider.
That would be excellent, Carmen, and thank you so much for this prediction. But I don't know financially what I'm gonna do till February, or what you're saying, before my birthday.
You will survive. You will survive. I mean, we're in December. It's only like probably. I do believe that. Somewhere in January, you already will know about this job. Now, don't forget that December is not a month for anybody to get hired. You can start getting a job somewhere in January and start working in February. That's the feeling I have. Let's pray that it's sooner. Put all the effort, how should I say, look around for something that is sooner. It may be something temporary that is sooner, so that it gives you the income that you need for now. But I feel like a big job happens somewhere next year at the beginning of the year, and my sense is that this might happen only in February. It's like a big job that gives you better money than you had before and more stability.
Oh, so be it. It's just, I hope, like, financially I'm going to be okay till that moment.
You will be okay. You never project fear and the sentiment that you're not going to survive or you'll be absolutely fine. And there is a woman with a name that starts with an L, like a name like Lucy, Lucrezia, something like this, very typical like European sound of a name. And this is somebody who I really believe that will open the door to the new job. So pay attention to the ladies around you, to the women you know, to the women that you might be in touch with, in order to kind of, follow this statement of mine. It's like, take it like a prediction, but I do believe that there is somebody really helping you fairly quickly.
Yes, can you see that? Just only a little specification. If you can see, I already worked in this place, or no, never?
I don't think you've been working in this place. I think you heard about this in the past, but you've never been working there. It's a very exclusive place. It's not necessarily a very big place, but for you, it's very beneficial because the energy is great. The people will be different, the way you will interact with them, and it's not going to be as stressful. And on top of everything, this place is offering you better financial, rewarding financially, way more than you've been in a previous place. So that is the benefit of all, because at least, you work the same type of work, but you are generating more income.
Thank you so much, Carmen.
You need that income. You need that extra income. So that's going to be
that's
beneficial.
A little bit to don't remain without money, because, it's true, Eugene is working, but right now one salary is not salary. Doesn't matter how.
You will not be without money. You will not be without money. Never see yourself without the money. Money is a form of energy. We bring money in constantly if we concentrate on the flexibility of this energy. It's like we absorb money, we take it with one hand, we send it back with another. Imagine yourself how you make this energy move and don't be stagnant. When you lose a job, the money energy gets stuck somewhere.
Absolutely, and it was. I liked it that you said that maybe I can take something temporary and
take something, whatever that is for now, just for the sake of continuing this flux of energy, of financial power. You need that, but whenever that big job comes, embark and jump on that one, because that will be something you've been waiting for quite a while. I think that's the best job. But meanwhile,
that's going to be
what?
That lady's going to offer me that job, or I'm going to find it?
I feel that woman is going to offer you the job. The moment you kind of spread the news that you're looking for a job, is letting the world know that you are looking for something, and that this is a person who will facilitate the road towards the job.
Yes. I thank you so much, Carmen. God bless you.
Cornelia.
And if we cannot talk again, I wish you a Merry Christmas. Lots of health.
Cornelia. Okay.
And all the best. Thank you so much. Have a good night, Carmen.
You too, my Cornelia. I'm going to take a short break, then I'm going to talk to my lovely Pauline from New York. So Pauline, don't hold down the line and wait for me another minute. Thank you.
The best of holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Ascending Hearts is no ordinary dating site, but a spiritual dating site with a purpose, to link you with your soulmate. We engineer the serendipity so you can trust that you will attune with someone that has the same matching vibration as you. Ascending Hearts, the conscious dating site for the spiritually aware. Try Ascending Hearts for free. AscendingHearts.com.
Hello, I'm Sandy Sedgbeer, host of OMTimes Magazine's flagship radio show, What is Going On? My passion is sifting through information, research, and innovations from new thought teachers, speakers, and researchers pushing back the boundaries of what we know about life, energy, metaphysics, and the universe. I love shifting perceptions about who we are, why we're here, and how quickly impossible becomes normal when we open our minds, expand our awareness, and accept that the only limits that exist are those we place upon ourselves. So if you're the kind of forward-thinking, eager investigator of what lies beyond the current reality that most perceive, why not make a date to come play with me in the field of possibilities at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday, and together we can discover what's really going on.
If I could be you,
and you could be me,
for just 1 hour,
if you could find a way
to get inside
each other's mind,
walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
We've all felt left out, and for some, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
And I'm back on Home Time Radio. We were talking with my producer about Julia. She calls all the way down from Europe, and I know over there is like 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m., and that is not easy to be awake. And I always take her calls because I'm so impressed how she's making an effort to communicate on the radio. And I just got a call before the show that I have to be, my PR publicity person informed me that I have to be at 4 a.m. on a station in UK, one of the major TV shows in UK, to talk about holidays, decoration, and the idea that I have to wake up at 3 a.m. to get ready at 4 a.m. for a TV show in UK makes me kind of feel overwhelmed, talking about feeling stressed. So I kind of understand why Julia is not with me anymore. She probably fall asleep because it's so late. So just pray for me. I'll be able to do this TV show in UK at 4 a.m. I do sometimes stuff like this in Europe, but I cannot resist taking this invitation from this big TV show in UK, so hopefully I'll be able to do it. But I'm going to go to Pauline in New York, my lovely Pauline. How are you, my beautiful Pauline? Where have you been?
You don't want to take Julia first? I'll wait. It's because Julia...
No, because she's not responding, Pauline. I think she fell asleep.
Oh,
That's what
okay. You know what? From now on, you should put her on first when she comes on.
Well, she was waiting, and
fell
I took
asleep.
her. Yeah, I think she fell. I think because this girl, she's so amazing. She always makes an effort to call at those hours.
And I wanted to hear more about what's going on in your country. I have my pen pal, but he's not really telling me as much as I'd like to know. But at least I want to hear the truth from somebody.
Well, it's difficult over there because think a little bit. So there's this war with Russia, and it's like at the border with Romania, and that all the countries there are have this anxiety feeling that what if the Russians, that they just decide to invade the territories,
Well, accidentally, Ukraine throws a bomb into your country. I don't know who threw it into Poland.
I don't think the Ukraine threw the bomb. I continue to believe that the bombs were thrown by the Russians. And because and at the end of the day, not that I'm judging or blaming or anything, but I still believe that the ones who started the war are the Russians, not the Ukrainians.
Yeah, but I can understand why they're afraid. There's a history, and what's not clear cut for any of us to take sides yet, because we really don't know the history. And if the country the people voted for being in Russia, then Ukraine has to let them go. I mean, I can understand part of it, but I don't want to take sides neither. It's not. Everybody should have the freedom to whatever they want, and I don't know how.
My opinion is I have only one opinion, and everybody has the right to their own opinion, and everybody has the right.
Citizens of the whole world, right? We can go wherever we want.
My opinion is that we don't need war. My opinion is nobody should invade nobody. Nobody should come with a tent.
And you know what? This is all part of what's going on with the holidays. Everybody's feeling it. It's not just our families. It's all of this stuff going on because everybody's our family in the whole world. It's not even, we're all humans, and even our ancestors are connected to us right now, what we're going through. We're
absolutely, Pauline. You're saying something.
We need to eat well. We need to take care of ourselves. Don't buy gifts for each other. Make food. Make healthy food. Do something healthy for yourself. Heal yourself. Deal with your emotions.
This is the time of the year when finally you have a chance to give. You have a chance to be good to people in the street, to your neighbor,
give away stuff that you have that you don't use. You don't have to buy somebody a brand new something. If somebody admires something of yours and you can't afford to buy them anything, give it them. Yeah. Give them a piece of your jewelry. Give them anything you want. Come to my house, pick out whatever you want from my house that I'm ready to let go of. You can have it.
I love that.
Or even people who are go to a food bank or help whatever you can do. Give instead of being depressed about it. And if you really miss your relatives that passed away, have a seance. Go to a medium. So have a whole big gathering and everybody can say hi to all the relatives that are on the other side and get all these great messages.
That's
so
true.
you won't be sad.
In reality, people are very alone during holiday season. There are people who are lonely. They don't have anybody,
Yeah.
And I understand that the feelings induce anxiety and loneliness, and they make you somehow feel more depressed than you should be. Because you just think, I'm alone and I have no one to celebrate. But that's not the way to look at things in life. Like
Create
you said,
a new family. That's what I do. I mean, I can't be with my family. I'm the only one that's not vaccinated, and nobody wants me around them. And they all got COVID. I'm the only one that didn't take the vaccine, and I didn't get. My mom is right now in the hospital, so she actually is going through something. I'm not worried because I just said.
Your mom? What is wrong with your mom? What is wrong with her?
She ended up. She must have gotten the boosters and the flu shot. She got it the day before Thanksgiving, and then she got tested. She found out she has COVID, and the doctor gave her Paxlovid. He said that most of his seniors, he has a lot of senior patients, but it was a mild case supposedly. But then a few days later, after Thanksgiving, my mom started having vomiting and nausea and stomach issues. Right. So then she got dehydrated, and her electrolytes are messed up, and her sodium is really low. So they hospitalized her. And then I said, thank God they didn't put a ventilator. It's nothing to do with her breathing. It's only her stomach.
Thank God it's not the breathing. You see, that's important. But
I was just afraid that she's in a hospital. You know, I don't want her to be in a hospital, but I guess they have
absolutely not. I'm so sorry. You know, it's so interesting. I haven't heard cases of COVID lately. So,
and if it's a new strain, because they're saying there's a new strain, and my mother runs around to that food bank, so she probably picked it up from somebody. People are not wearing masks anymore. They're not.
Sure. Nobody's wearing masks. But did you see what's going on in China, Pauline? Did you see
that? I know. It's where if it really started there, look what they're doing now to their people. We should watch what all the countries are doing and see what the reaction is. It's like the whole world's going crazy.
The whole world is watching what's going on in China.
The people have been repressed and everything from a long time ago, even before the communists came there. They never finished. And then all this opium. I mean, when opium was sent to China, I think that's revenge ancestrally to the United States and England, I guess. The whole world got it. They gave back whatever they got. China must have been the ancient Chinese. Somehow this has to do with the colonialism. I believe that that's part of the reason they did this. If it was true, I don't know if it was accident or on purpose, but it all stems back to what they did to China with opium. I mean, and if China put this out there, look what's happening to their country now. But their people are going to have to stand up. Nobody else can do it for them. But we can watch what everybody's doing and see. You know, Romania is not so bad. I asked him what's going on there, but I know they're part of the European Union, so they got their own.
Yeah, they're part of the European. That's true. But
they have to have a passport.
What did you say?
So they have to have a vaccine passport soon, and they're thinking about doing that to us here. That's going to be really hard because there's only 30.
I don't think Romanian will want to do that. I don't think that's going to happen down there.
They might have no choice if they're part of. Anybody who's part of the European Union has to do what European decides.
For some reason, I think Romania is the only country in Europe who doesn't want to do that, and they're standing up for themselves, and they decided that this is not a fair,
right. But you know what?
Right. Yeah.
Romania is a very interesting country. I just found out some information and I forgot it. I was trying to. There was something really very unusual that I never heard of.
Tell me.
It was something spiritual. Something I don't remember what it was, but I know there's like a deep cave they found in China. But there's something to do with under the earth. I think there's tunnels underneath Romania somehow. It connects.
Well, tell me more because I personally don't know.
I can't remember. I'm trying to remember because I was trying to tell my pen pal about it, and I forgot. I probably saved in my Facebook to myself. I'll have to go dig it up because it was two countries, and I was shocked it was Romania. But I said, Romania and Russia also have very rich histories, and we all have pyramids, and they're saying there are pyramids in the ocean. And so I don't know. That's not what it was about Romania. There's something, probably an underground society underneath Romania. Besides Transylvania, there's more than that. There's much more.
I need to know much more about this because there's some information that you are providing me. I know you have a lot of information, Pauline. Anytime you
whenever I hear Romanian, my ear perks up because my husband's family is part Romanian, and I didn't know that at the time. Yeah. My son's lineage is part Romanian and part Latvian. That's my
I had no idea.
Yeah, and so I had a pen pal that was from Romania. I never knew there was a connection to Romania and my husband being. I always thought my husband was German Jew. So I married him because he fit the pattern in my family, married a German Catholic, German Protestant. I said, if I meet a German Jew, which I thought was going to be rare, I'll marry him. And then his name was Lichtenstein, so I thought that was German. So I assumed he was German Jewish. So I decided, okay, he's smart. I'll marry this guy. It was the wrong decision, but it was the right decision. I now know why. And by the way, part of the people's depression is not just this lifetime, but everything that happened this lifetime is also trying to heal your past life or whatever you want to call it, parallel lives that you had. So if you deal with this life, you might be able to heal all the way back. And a lot of us are probably healing our ancestors' stuff because nobody healed their own stuff. Our parents didn't have time. They were all struggling. They didn't have time to go into all the spiritual stuff. We're lucky. We can do it. There's one of us in each family that's assigned to heal all of this. So hopefully every one of you have if just at least do your part. Maybe you can't heal all of your ancestors. Just start looking into vibrational medicine. Start eating healthy. I mean, really healthy. Stop eating sugar. If you don't, somebody told me, I did not know this. If you are no longer acidic, you won't get cancer and you won't get viruses or bacteria. You won't get sick.
That's true. Absolutely.
So you need to do more
totally
classes.
correct.
You need to do more of your health stuff since you're now certified.
I'm going to do more. I need to do more on the nutritional because there's so much I have on.
I know about crystals. Guess what I found out? Your carbon 60. I didn't buy the product, but I found out the shungite, which is made. It's only created, and there are fake shungites out there. Make sure it's from Russia, but now it's probably not going to be easy. Shungite has carbon 60 as part of the component of this crystal. So that's a natural form. You could put it in your water. It doesn't make your water toxic, but try to get the highest grade, not the raw form. The raw form is like really grainy. I would put that in the soil. They have like really cheap ones you could throw in the soil. Or if you're trying to stop the bees from getting toxic, it's good for putting in your beehive. I got a place that gives away free shungite powder to people who are raising bees so that bees don't get harmed from all the stuff that's going on out there. Yeah, so there's like a lot of... and then I also got to tell you about this free scalar wave. Every Friday I get like 12 hours of scalar wave remotely, and you either get it for free or you make a donation. And they also put shungite in the water once a month. So I've got to give you that info. Where do I send all this stuff to you?
Send me everything. You can send it to me at Carmen Harra, my name, one single word, CARMEN, AJRA at AOL. I still have AOL. Carmen Harra.
Are you still doing the Friday shows? Because I haven't seen anything about your Friday shows.
I am actually, I moved and I'm starting December 7th to a syndicated show in Chicago. So I moved from the station in LA.
Oh, you work with Darren? You work with Mr. Weissman?
No, I'm working with Darren, but this is my own show. This is a new radio show that I'm doing that it got syndicated all over America. So
I want you back on WABC radio. I sort of know some of the people. I sort of know them, not exactly yet, but I'm planning to get to know them, and I want them to put you back on. Remember, you're on WABC for a while now. There's a new owner.
I was for a while, yes. That's right.
He wasn't the owner back when you were there. I like Mr. Catsimatidis. He's really great to the people there. I'd love to see you back on.
Please connect me with
I'll try. I'm going to try to go to their New Year's Eve party. The one guy that everybody, Frank Morano, knows everybody else, and then there's the other guy who's a comedian. I want to meet them all because I think we're supposed to get on regular, and somebody who owns it that's not going to poo us because we know. But you're not into crazy stuff. You're at least into the healthy stuff that people would take. I mean, I'm into the really alternative stuff, and I know you understand sound healing and all that, crystal healing. But, that's a whole other level of people.
Yes.
So that'll be fun. All right, so I'll send you everything that I can.
So send me, and I'll let you know when I'm going to actually let know everybody that I'm starting this radio show that is through
on Pearl Harbor Day. Isn't that interesting? You picked it, and the day before Immaculate Concept Day.
Right. That's true. You're absolutely right. You're so fabulous.
You're fighting a good fight of health and people awakening.
Oh, I hope that people are awakening.
We're going to do a spiritual bomb for the whole world to become awakened. That's perfect.
Right. That's what I'm praying every day, for people to wake up, for people to see what they need to do for themselves. That's going to change the way they exist. They're going to change. They're going to get rid of so many diseases, like you said. If
you need to do. I was just listening to something that was very interesting. They were saying your thoughts create, right? And you need to breathe through them. So if you're releasing emotions, breathe. Because if anything, just don't think anymore. Just breathe and you'll let go, release, or exercise or dance, anything to let go of the negative stuff.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm trying to recommend everybody, to release all this negative emotion. Don't hold on to them.
Watch your posts.
Invite them out. Invite them out.
And
you can breathe them out. You can do it. There are different techniques of letting them go, but just don't hold on
to
negativity.
Breathing in silence. Just be in silence and let the awareness comes up. and then you fix it. You like say, okay, I forgive myself. I forgive this person. Really forgive. Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
Well, the word forgives means to detach. So is to disconnect. So it's the same thing. You know,
trust
the
and surrender to your God. Or if you don't believe in God, to nature. Go out in the sun. Go take a walk. Go hug a tree. If you don't want to believe in any religion, you don't have to. You just,
That's true.
Nature
Pauline, you should have your own radio show too.
That's going to happen, but right now, you guys are ahead. You guys have been the way showers. I'm actually getting my crap together and releasing. This is my 9th year. I'm going into 1 year. I got to release everything over this winter.
Oh, when are you going into the year 1? What's the month and the day of
my
your birth?
birthday, just get a load of this. My Chinese birthday is Friday, and I'm 64 on Friday. 2 years older because of my Chinese birthday. But my American birthday is on the 19th, the day before, a couple of days before the
19th of November or 19th of
December? December. I was born
December
in the
19th. Okay. Okay, so you actually, you're right. You're entering the beginning of a new life cycle, and you're letting go for a long period of 12 years. So that's a major shift in your life. But listen, Pauline, you are so amazing, and I think you should have your own radio show, by the way, because you have so much knowledge.
I have to write that book. Remember, we talked about that. I got to write that over the winter.
You have to. Okay, Pauline, I love you, my dear. I'm at
sorry,
the end of
I
the
cut
show.
everybody else off.
That's
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I haven't been on a while, so I don't want to do
You
that.
are wonderful. I love you. And you guys, I love all of you, and I'll be with you next week. Same place, same time, OMTime Radio. I'm Dr. Carmen Harra. I'll be with you within a week. And meanwhile, be safe and be blessed and celebrate every second.